Hi, my name is Kate and I'm the editor over at lifelovebeauty.com. Today I would like to show you how you can make some fancy or creative New Year's Eve nail designs or just a basic New Year's manicure. As you can see right here, I have a little champagne glass with some bubbles coming out, and this is a simple design you can make in just a couple of minutes. To get started, make sure you paint your nails evenly with the color of your choice. I used kind of a slate blue metallic gray by Revlon. I'm a big fan of nail polish that dries quickly. It's really great for nail designs, so that's a great way to get started. It also helps if you have some nail tools. This one is a marbling tool, which has a little ball on the end to help you make even polka dots. And I also have a couple of little nail art paintbrushes, a very thin one and a little bit of a thicker one over here. So just to give us a little bit of a head start, I already did paint my nails. So the first thing you want to do to make your champagne glass is pick kind of an iridescent or a pearly color. I like some shades by OPI. They have a lot of really great products. So this one is called Pearls Night Out. So you just actually want to get a very little bit of nail polish. You don't want too much because it could completely ruin your whole nail design. So just scrape off as much as you can. You can always add more. And just gently and evenly add maybe, I don't know, a 1/4 inch of nail polish and try to make it a little narrower towards the tip of your nail. Kind of like an upside down teardrop. Okay, now you should let that dry a little while. But in the interest of making a short video, I'll show you how to make the champagne glass. And just for fun, we're going to use a nail art pen by New Bar. And this is a pretty hot pink color, might be kind of fun for New Year's. So the same thing, just try to get a little bit of the nail polish off so it doesn't mess up your design. And what you want to do is just gently trace around the edges of your teardrop. And you might have to add a little more nail polish. And just go as slow as you can so you don't mess up. And you just want to trace the outside, kind of come down like the letter U. And then once you get that finished, you want to bring the rest down almost like the letter Y, evenly. Okay? And at the very bottom, you just want to put a little dash mark for the base of the stem of the champagne glass. Okay, so now you have, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it looks a little blurry. There's the base of your champagne glass, and now we just have to add the top of the glass with the rim where you would drink. So you want to go around the top of your tear mark that you already made, and don't worry if you mess up, you can always clean that up later before the paint dries. Okay, now you want to complete the circle by gently making an arc right below, and that actually goes right through your teardrop, right over top of the pearly white color that you painted. So there's what we have so far. Let's see if you guys can see. It's still a little blurry, so I'll have to post a picture too. Maybe that would help. But now you should really let everything dry in between steps. You'll come out with a lot nicer nail designs. So here we have our basic champagne glass, and what I like to do is add a little more color so it looks a little more authentic. I have this really cool nail shimmer called Golden Dreams. It's actually by Victoria's Secret. It's a couple years old, so I don't know if they're still making it, but it really held up well. And it's a beautiful golden shimmer that would actually be the perfect color for champagne. So I'm just very lightly going to brush a little bit of this over the teardrop and even the rim of the glass, because that won't make any bad coloring there. It's just a very light shimmer color. It's still a little hard to see on the video. The next thing I did was use this marbling tool. If you don't have one of these, you can use a toothpick and just use the very point of the toothpick to make the little bubbles in your champagne. And I just have a plain basic white color here by Sally Hansen. This came in a set to make French manicures. So what you want to do actually in this case is the opposite. You want to get quite a bit of paint on the base of this because the little ball on the end of the nail art tool can actually mess up your design if you press in too hard. So you want to be really gentle adding these bubbles to your nail designs. So you can actually put a couple bubbles inside your glass and outside. And you can do as many as you like. Looks like I actually didn't get enough paint. Okay, so just gently dab. You can make the bubbles bigger or smaller by dabbing a couple of times. And then when it comes to actually adding your bubbles to the champagne glass, make sure you really let it dry enough so you don't mess it up. And I would recommend making those bubbles a little smaller. I might have too much paint here, but okay. So now you can see I have a ton of bubbles on that actually. I probably shouldn't have put so many. But that's how you make a champagne glass nail art design, which is perfect for New Year's or any time you want to celebrate. So thanks very much. Please feel free to visit lifelovebeauty.com for more nail art design tips. And I hope you have a great day.